Right here I built a little logic inverter, a transistor inverter, a TTL logic, and this is the schematic of it. The values, I didn't actually have 100 ohms, so I used 150 ohm. And so in bulon algebra, an inverter just means if I'm using 9 volts here. If I have 9 volts in, which I should have probably did it around 5 volts is usually what the TTL runs at. If I have 5 volts going into the X input, it actually inverts it and I'll get a 0 going out, because if I put 5 volts here, then the current goes down to ground, and this is where I'm reading my output. But if I have a 0 here, then the current just goes like this out. And there's the truth table, and here's the circuit. So there you see I got my transistor right there, and right now we're getting a voltage out because it's just floating. And just a quick little thing, if you're going to make this circuit, see this 100K going to ground on the input, the X input? That's just so like nothing would interfere with it, like if you have a momentary switch or something, that you got to pause, you get a voltage constantly on there. So here you go. You'll see the plus right there on the breadboard and the minus. It's kind of different than a lot. And this LED to the far right is just showing me that I got power going in. So I'm going to put a 9 volts in. What happens? The LED turns off, inverting it. So we have 9 volts going in, which inverts it, meaning it's a digital ground, making it's a 0. Now I'm going to put a 0 in, which is ground, and the LED stays on. That is a simple TTL logic transistor inverter.